I'm putting a video here on YouTube to try and pay back for all the help I've gotten from other people saving hints and everything on their issues. The issue I've had with this is my 07 Eclipse Spyder with roof trouble. And this is what I would typically wind up with. And I've seen lots of clips of people and comments of people who have had the same trouble with their car. When I go to put my top up, it would typically get to this situation and freeze. And then I'd be stuck dealing with other issues of how to get it down. If I put the top down, it goes all the way down. And once it's down, I get the alarm saying there's something wrong with the system and I won't proceed any further. I looked at all kinds of threads and could find nothing to help me out. Some would lead me partway there, but nothing to conclusion. Dealing with it and going through, I found a solution to my problem, which will hopefully help some other people out there that have the same problem. The car's an 07, and it's got 200,000 miles on it, so it's got lots of cycles on it, which has caused some wear on the system. What I'm going to do is pause it, take it to the next step, and show what was the solution to my problem. Here we go again, carrying on. My problem was, as I indicated lastly, that with the tonneau down, everything would freeze up and wouldn't progress any further. And with everything down, it thought it wasn't satisfied. What the problem was is in the linkage along the back of the car here. There's a hydraulic cylinder. What I've done before I get ahead of myself is the plastic cover that covers all this pops off quite easily with about 6 pop tabs. Once that came out, then I was able to have access to the system here. And what the problem is, seeing down here is the cylinder that activates the clamps that hold the tonneau down. There's a linkage going from here inside there to the far side that connects the driver's side to the passenger side. What the failure was, this little ring here. It's a little clinch ring that holds that connecting arm in place. That came free, which allowed some play in the system. And what happened was on the far side here, in here are actuators and limit switches. Because of the play, this limit switch wasn't triggered. The system never knew it was closed and wouldn't allow it to proceed any further. Shoving that little ring in on the connecting arm up here allowed everything to be tightened up, the switch to be activated, and everything's happy now. Once I did that, it's worked like a charm. I've run about a dozen cycles with absolutely no issues. So if you have, as I stated in the original problem, that situation where your top's stuck up like this, with that cover down, go in there, check it out, might solve your problem. All it took was a butter knife to pop the clips off and then check that linkage. So that was the solution to my problem. Just banging my head against the wall trying to figure it out. Got her figured out. One other one I went through a few years ago, because of the age of the car and everything I've gone through, my headlights had deteriorated and gone all milky, as a lot of old cars do. I went through sanding them down and covering with clear coat automotive paint. That lasted a couple months. I tried to clear film. It went on like crap, didn't do a damn thing. It was a waste of time. I did this about a year ago, and it's 3M, about $10, headlight restoration, where you got some fine grit paper and a little absorbent towel with some clear coat on it. I put that on it, and my headlights a year later still look awesome. So between the top and the headlights, hopefully that'll help some people out there and make the car a little more bearable. Hope it helps. Thanks. Bye.